Hi everyone, my name is Kes and I collect, and today I'm going to do a review of Draculaura Haunt Couture. This was by far the hardest one to get. It was literally doll war. Like, there was so many people who wanted her and she sold out in minutes, which was crazy. And I even saw it change on the website because it said buy now. After that it said pre-order, and then it said out of stock. I really do hope that everyone who really wanted her was able to get her, or that Mattel would restock them because I know a lot of people wanted her. Now, as some of you might know, my favorite doll out of my collection is Draculaura Donna Dance, but this queen took her spot real quick when I saw the stock image pictures. I fell in love with her design. She looks absolutely stunning, so this is now my favorite doll in my entire collection. I really can't wait to open her, so let me show you the details. Let's start with the box. The box is matte black and in a coffin shape with a metallic pink plaid pattern. It has Draculaura related details all over the box, like a heart with fangs, some safety pins, a bat, the shoes that she's wearing, lips with fangs, and her Monster High skeleton. And on the top of the box you can see this fake leather square. It has the Monster High logo in metallic pink, a heart with dripping, a bat, the lips with the fangs, and her skeleton on the side, and it says Haunt Couture. And on the back of the box the same pattern continues. Now let's open the box. Once you open the box you can see Draculaura being displayed with a plastic layer for protection. And on the lid of the box you can see a little pouch with the Monster High logo in gray and pink letters that spell Draculaura, and inside that pouch is her diary. It also comes with a certificate that has the Monster High logo in gray letters, and it says Haunt Couture Certificate of Authenticity. This certifies that your Monster High Haunt Couture Draculaura doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel, and it has Rebecca Shipman's autograph. On the other side of the certificate it has Monster High Haunt Couture in pink letters, and it says, "How long has it been? Seems like ages since I crept out of the crypt and let the sunshine hit my face." Well, not literally. Vampire, remember? Aren't these totally fantastic mesh sleeves the most fashionable sunblock ever? And the rest of this creepy cute look to die for. From the gorgeous cape with web details to the fantastic heels that take this outfit to scary new heights. My favorite accessory has to be the vamp hat. What better way to declare my vegetarian lifestyle and make my dad, Count Dracula, grind his fangs in frustration. Let's not let this much time pass before we see each other again. I simply can't bear this unlife without you. And it says Draculaura with a heart with fangs in pink letters in the bottom. I will be reading Draculaura's full diary later in this video, and I will leave the time code in the description, so stay tuned for that. Now let's take a look at Draculaura displayed in the box. You can see everything that she comes with. A brush above her head and her stand next to her feet. Now let's take off her plastic seal so we can take a better look. And this is what she looks like without the seal. And now you can see all her details even better. Now let me fully unbox her so we can get into the details. And here's Draculaura out of the box. She comes with a pink metallic Monster High brush, and the base of her stand is also metallic. The rest of her stand is clear. She also comes with her diary and a backpack. She seems to be having the exact same body as her original one. The only difference is the arm peg. Draculaura Haunt Couture has the reboot arm, and you can tell the difference by the peg on top since it's a lot thicker than the original one. They are both around the same height. Draculaura Haunt Couture just looks a little bit taller because the base of her stand is a little bit taller than the original stands. And personally, I think that Draculaura Haunt Couture's skin color is a little bit more brighter pink. But that could also be because my Draculaura Wave 1 doll is faded due to sunlight exposure. She has long wavy hair that goes just above the knee, and it has her original colors black and pink. She doesn't have a lot of pink in her hair, it's mainly black. She also has bangs that are gelled in this little curve. She has an original face with a new eye shape and eyebrows. Her eyebrows are brown and thick and you can see some hairs. She has a light pink eye look with rooted lashes and purple pink eyes. And she has these dark red lips with her fangs. And of course, her heart on her cheek. It has red lining and it's not filled in. And she also has a little pink blush on her cheeks. She comes with a pink beret that says Vamp with a bat on the side in black. It has black trimming on the bottom with pink dots, and it has this little black ribbon on the back. She also has these really big pink metallic safety pin earrings, which is definitely a reference to her Wave 1 earrings, which are also safety pins. The earrings are protected with a plastic circle to prevent staining. She comes with a metallic pink necklace, and in the middle it's a bat spreading its wings with a black heart in the middle. And on top of the necklace there's this choker piece with a black heart in the middle and black studs on the sides. She has this black and pink cloak or cape. The outside is black with pink glitters, and it has waves on the bottom, which matches the inside of her cape. It is a black spiderweb pattern with pink in the background. It is tied up in the front, and the cape is attached with black elastic around the wrists. On the top of her dress, there's this pink corset type piece with black trimming to the bottom. The bottom of her dress has 2 layers. The top layer is white silver mesh with a black spiderweb pattern, and it's even cut the same way as the cape. And the layer underneath is pink with black lace on the bottom. Underneath her dress, she's wearing this white top with gray bats. On top, there's this white lace part with a black ribbon. The sleeves are puffy and mesh and have lace on the bottom too. And around the sleeves, there's this black trimming again with pink dots. The bottom of her sleeves are black mesh with the same trimming and lace at the bottom. She has a black belt with a heart with bat wings in the middle, and then these little charms hanging on the sides. The left side has 4 pink metallic heart-shaped charms that can be removed, and the other side has 5. She has this pink coffin-shaped ring with a heart in the middle, which reminds me a lot of Draculaura's Schools Out purse. She is wearing black mesh tights that have the same black lace on the bottom and the same trimming as her beret and her top. She has bright pink shoes with black heart-shaped belt buckles on the sides. The bottom of her shoe is black, just like her heel, and it is a bat with closed wings. She comes with a light pink backpack that has black spiderwebs on the front with a black dripping heart. It has a fake zipper, and you can open the backpack with Velcro. Now, let's get into the diary. The front of the diary has the Monster High logo in black and pink letters, and it says, "This diary belongs to Draculaura." It should be totally forbidden to read someone else's diary, even if it's lost. And her bio is exactly the same as her original Wave 1 diary. Name, Draculaura. Age, 1600. Monster parent, Count Dracula. I love to splash my black outfits with some cheery pink, and I even carry a frilly umbrella so I can take an occasional walk in the sun. Freaky flaw. Since I can't see my reflection in the mirror, I have to leave the house not knowing if my clothes and makeup are just right. Of course, after 1600 years of practice, I've gotten pretty good at it. Pets. Count Fabulous is my BFF, bat friend forever. He's a very proud and proper bat, but I just can't help but dressing him in the cutest little outfits. Favorite activity. I love smiling, laughing, and encouraging my friends. Biggest pet peeve. The lack of vegetarian sections in a Monster High creepateria is so sad. Favorite school subject. Creative writing. It gives me a chance to write sweet stories about my friends. Least favorite school subject. Geography. After 1600 years, I've been everywhere twice. Favorite color. Pink. Favorite food. I'm a vegetarian, no icky blood for me, so it's fruits, vegetables, and a lot of iron supplements. BFFs. Frankie Stein and Claudine Wolf. 7 January. Oh my V. It feels like ages since I've written in my diary. Life has truly been busy these days, and I'm barely keeping up. I'm sure my face looks like I'm 2,000 years old instead of 1600. I pulled an all-Friday working on my article for the Monster High newspaper, the Gory Gazette, about new trends in vegetarianism, including plant-based meat. I've been making fantastic recipes with bouillon meat and grim possible burgers, though finding taste testers has been a bit of a challenge. My boyfriend Claude Wolf is a werewolf who loves his steak rare and won't come near my new recipe for grim goulash. And Count Fabulous, my best bat friend, prefers bugs over veggies. That leaves my father, Count Dracula, the world's most famous vampire and lover of all things blood. He doesn't understand my vegetarianism, and at least once a year I get the talk. Basically, he believes I need to give up being vegetarian because it's unnatural and unmonster-like. So the day he eats one of my recipes is the day I eat double meat screecha with Claude. Yuck. 11 January. Yesterday's brilliant practice was scarier than father's fashion sense. Cleo now was in a monstrous mood, and I don't know who got her all unraveled, but we all paid dearly for it. Nobody could understand her complicated pyramid routine, and we all ended up in a huge heap. Cleo suddenly announced that we're going to hold a fundraiser for new fearleading uniforms and needed ideas. I thought we could do a plant-based bake sale, but the squad didn't seem too enthused. That's too bad. The carrots in my garden would be great for a homemade carrot bread. Maybe father would enjoy that instead. While my BFF Claudine Wolf was here studying after school, I started a new recipe for bouillon sliders with beefsteak tomatoes. Father walked in while I was pulling them out of the skillet, and the whole kitchen was super smoky. I tried to get him to try one along with Claudine, but I might as well have offered him steak skewers, garlic kebabs. He walked out with his fangs bared, but I did catch Claudine sneaking a second bite. I might just get her to join Team Vamp. Vampires advocating meatless proteins. After all. 15 January. I'm still confused about what happened today. The day started off perfectly fine until cheerleading practice was suddenly cancelled. We were supposed to talk details for the fashion show, but Cleo was nowhere to be found. I headed to the mall with Claudine and Frankie Stein to scout outfits for the show and meet Claude in the food court for a quick bite. The food court is so lacking in vegetarian options, but they do have really good screecha and spookachinos, so I don't mind it too much. Anyway, we found this fantastic boutique that had creeperific looking scare accessories. I wish I could point my father in the direction of this store. He's constantly buying me clothes that were in when he was 1600, but I wouldn't be caught alive in those clothes. Anyway, I met Claude afterwards in the food court, and he was in such a weird mood. He got really cagey when I mentioned Cleo's mood lately and our cancelled practice. He quickly changed the subject to my article for the Gory Gazette, so I know something's wrong. The day Claude wants to talk the protein count in kidney beans is when I know something's wrong. We basically drove home in silence and he gave me a quick kiss and drove away. Something has got that wolf's fur all ruffled, and I intend to find out. 21st January. Normally Claude will wait with me after school before I attend the Gory Gazette staff meeting, but today he disappeared as soon as the bell rang. I got this really cryptic message from him on my iCoffin about not being able to make it and he would catch up with me later, but he never did. I was in such a bad mood. Father gave me a little kiss on the forehead after he pointed out the grammatical errors in my article. What is going on? 24th January. Oh my ghoul, father is in a furious mood tonight. Turns out he ate my leftover vegan vampire chili and didn't realize it until I went to eat it for dinner. It was super spicy and totally vegetarian, two of father's pet peeves. I apologized profusely for not properly labeling it, but it was too late. I got treated to a mini version of the talk and had to promise to keep my experiments on my side of the fridge. Honestly, I think he's just mad he actually enjoyed a vegetarian meal. There wasn't one drop of chili left. 28th January. I wish I could crawl back into my bed and start this day over. I don't know what happened, but somehow my vegetarian trends article didn't save on my computer and now I have to write the whole thing over by tomorrow afternoon. Frankie is feeling zapped because the 3-screen printer she invented to make clothes for the fashion show is not working. The show and Frankie are literally falling apart at the seams. And to make matters worse, Claude is still being weird. After the day I was having, I had enough and called him out on his behavior. I told him it's not okay for us to keep secrets from each other and asked him to tell me what's going on. He refused to tell me what was wrong, only that it's private, and he made a promise to keep everything under wraps. I got so mad, I stormed out of the crepeteria and ran crying to my locker, totally ruining my makeup. Thank goodness Frankie helped me fix my face before class. Even if I could see my reflection, I would have been too teary-eyed to care. I hate fighting with Claude, especially when I don't even know what we're fighting about. 1st February. Last night was so crazy. I didn't even have the energy to write in my diary or look at the collection of bugs Count Fabulous gathered to cheer me up. It all started with Claude leaving me a note in my locker, asking me to meet him after school. We hadn't really hung out since the day I confronted him in the crepeteria, so I was a little shocked to see his note. I gently tucked it into my notebook and walked to class with Claudine, who thankfully didn't ask too many questions. Then cheerleading practice was cancelled again and Cleo was nowhere to be found. Cleo never misses a chance to bus us around, let alone cancel practice 2 times in a row. Even though I was still feeling really down, I convinced the other ghouls to put together a scare package and take it over to Cleo, who obviously needed some cheering up. Claudine must have noticed my mood because she didn't growl too much and decided to tag along. Since we were going to the denials after school, I wasn't going to be able to meet Claude. Part of me felt horrible, but the other part was just too upset with him to care. After gathering a few of Cleo's favorite things, we landed on her doorstep. And the minute she opened the door, I could tell this wasn't a royal tantrum. Something was definitely wrong. She explained that she and Deuce broke up, and while Deuce seemed to be doing just fine, she couldn't bear to face anyone at school. My heart was breaking for her. I hate to see any monster heartbroken. But then she mentioned Claude. She looked at me and said, Deuce told Claude about our breakup, and we both asked him to keep this under wraps. Draculaura, you've got a great boyfriend. We've been driving him crazy. I didn't even stay to hear the rest of her story. I ran out of there and immediately called Claude to meet at the coffee bean. The second he showed up, I ran and gave him the biggest hug and apologized for being so batty. He looked really sheepish and apologized too. He hated keeping anything from me, but he gave his word. I held my hand up to his cheek, snuggled into his fur as he wrapped his arms around me. Last night was the first good night's sleep I've had in a while. Thank goodness everything is back to normal. 6 February. The fashion show was a total success. Cleo and Frankie worked together to get the 3-screen printer up and running, and we were able to save the show. It was all claws on deck to pull this show together, and it couldn't have gone better. Even Cleo and Claudine worked together to quickly design our looks, which is like trying to mix oil and water or get father to eat another bowl of veggie chili. I have the best BFF in the world. Claudine totally put together a fantastic look for me, and I can't stop vamping over it. I mean, only a true fashion-forward mind could think of mesh sleeves that double as a fashion statement and UV protection. When I walked the runway, the students of Monster High went totally bats. Even Headmistress Bloodgood gave a little nod of approval. But the best part of all, at the end of the runway was my clawsome boyfriend waiting for me with the prettiest nightshades and the most gorgeous bouquet of blood oranges I had ever seen. Cleo was right. I really am the luckiest monster ever. Thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope everyone liked it, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye!